This is the ride home. I get a lot of people who want to label. They like to label. It means they're trying to put you in a box. They're trying to put you in a category. Well, I contend with labels. I'm not any one thing. I don't go any one direction. Nobody, I say a lot of things that are construed as conservative. And so they want to call me a right-winger. And, I also say and do some things that are quite liberal. And, liberty meaning, liberal meaning free. Yeah, I believe in that. But I'm not a thing. I have people who ask me, well, what's your trip? As a matter of fact, they try to label you because they don't understand you. And, it's dismissive. Oh, well, he's just. I don't understand you, so I'm going to dismiss you by giving you a name. I'm going to give it a name. You're a right-winger. You're one of those crazy right-winger people, conspiracy theorists, blah, blah, blah. And you get other people going, hey, you're so liberal, you make me sick. And it's like, you don't know what you're talking about. The Bible says that you should not turn to the left or to the right. Well, I personally believe that little commandment there is a political statement. I really do. I think that's a political statement. And if you don't believe the Bible is a political book, you better read it again. You should probably read it again. At any rate, my brother-in-law, he and his wife, my sister-in-law, they call my wife and I conservative hippies because we do things that are, we say things that are very right-wing fundamentalist, and yet we do things that are very liberal-minded, with, organic and health conscious, blah, 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 and all that. Neither of those two things, what I say and what I do are neither left or right. Under whose perspective are we talking about, left or right? The radical Marxists in the so-called Democratic Party call the radical socialists in the Republican Party right-wing extremists. Well, they're only right-wing in the sense that they're not as radical left as the left wing. It's ridiculous. And so we've moved what they call the Overton window, and I guess that's a clever term somebody made up. I don't know. It's ridiculous. All the way so far left, and nobody even understands what right is. They talk about swinging the pendulum. Well, as far as I see it, it's a clock, sure, but that pendulum goes all the way to 12 o'clock. And you got two parties that are rocking that puppy to 12 o'clock. And unfortunately, 12 o'clock means doomsday. So I don't turn to either the right or the left for my political views. I am in the center. I keep a narrow path. So before people start labeling, maybe they should start evaluating their own lives. And instead of dismissing people by calling them names, maybe they should call themselves a name. The name is hypocrite. People who want to label other people generally are a part of the problem. And they're afraid. They're run by fear. Well, I don't understand you. That makes me afraid of you. So I'm going to have to label you so that I can have some kind of box to put you in, so that I'll feel safe from your views, from your appearance, from the things that you do. So be it. You can label me whatever you want, but I'm not jumping in your stinking box. I'm going to operate outside that puppy forever. So, you know, I think that is an awakening that's happening in the public a lot. A lot of people are starting to go, hey, what's this left-right thing? Well, you know, like I said a minute ago, the Bible says not to turn to the left or to the right, because they use that that point of view, that perspective shift, to manipulate you, to take advantage of you, and to get you to support an agenda that has anything but your best interest in heart. They don't care about you. And the collective they, the people in the room on the end of the dark corridor marked they, don't care about you, and they're in it together. They're in it together.